What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Foundation. My name is Splat. We are continuing to extend our influence into the reaches of mankind. We will hold back the heretic, the mutant, the unclean. I've decided that we're going to be kind of crazy in this. We got a free territory, too. I should probably do something with that. Where do I want my free territory to go, though? I suppose I could put it over here. This looks like a nice place. This seems like an okay neighborhood. Decent real estate values. I mean, if I could add a bunch of stuff over there, it'd probably be alright. Yeah, I bet it'd be cool. I mean, I could add that land right there, but that's only going to get us like a little piece along the coast. But we could easily expand out our fishing empire. How are our fish going right now? We still have 402 fish. So we don't really need to worry about running out of fish anytime soon. I think the basic health and resources that our people require have already been taken care of. We got to kind of like watch out, though, at this point. They're still not done with this down here? I kind of feel like you guys should definitely be done with this down here. How are you not done with this? We need like 10 more planks, and planks are not being forthcoming. Gotcha. Yeah, we definitely need to come up with a way. So, like, have you guys sold any clothing over here? Like, how is the clothing sale going on this side? It may be time for us to open up and start creating a wheat farming market, too, which is kind of what I was looking at this area for. It's sort of what I was leaning towards, but I don't want to start any other, like, massive construction projects until we're done with the treasuries and we can hold a lot more gold. We seem to be mostly even with our cash right now. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. What's the upkeep on this place? Oh, we've got more soldiers available, too. How many unemployed people do we have? I think soldiers are probably expensive, is my estimate. So over here, we can unlock hedges. If we get like 20 prestige up, we'll work on it. We'll get our prestige up and around. Not right now, but at some point, prestige will slowly creep towards the skies. Look at that. Look at us stacking on cash right now like the ballers that we are. All right. Stack it up, stack it up, stack it up. So we've got a wooden bridge over here that, like, I can kind of create. It's not rotating like everything else does, though. Rotate? I'm holding control. Why won't you rotate? Oh, I see how it works. 525 planks? Oh! That's so much planks. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to wait on that idea. I thought that idea sounded fantastic. In retrospect, material-wise, that's going to be a very, very difficult civic project. Getting that done is going to be sort of incredible. So we have 2 more villagers ready to go. Let's work on our wheat farming today. I think that sounds like an okay investment of our time. I'm going to put in a wheat farm right here. There we go. And now that we have a wheat farm, I think it is going to be important that we drop off... Where's the wheat field at? I think we expand that with this. It's not here quite yet. And then across from the wheat farm, we'll put in like a windmill over here. Yeah, that seems all right. And then once we have the wheat farm, we're going to need a bakery. So we'll put in a bakery right there. Here comes our little trader guy. I do think it's a really good idea that once we have bread up and running, I think we should unlock another trade route. I think it's a really good idea that we open up another trade route because nobody's buying our clothing right now because they don't need it. I would like to sell some of our fish, and so getting those guys too. We need 1,000 gold in order to unlock that trade route, though. That one we could sell some of our fish off would be good. We've also got honey, and we've got weapons that we'd be able to move around and manufacture. But by and large, we're really only selling, like, berries, I guess, is pretty much... We're not really getting anything from trade right now. This trade deal is the worst trade deal in the history of all the trade deals. Because we're just buying all of their stuff, and they're not reciprocating, all right? There's no reaching around of the waist occurring at the moment. And so we might have to break off that treaty and go to war. We do kind of have a beefy army right now. We can sort of like inflict our will on people like Medici style. Be like, you can buy our goods or you can buy these hands. You can decide. I'm going to leave it up to you. But when you see those helmets shining in the sunlight, marching towards your lands, I got a distinct feeling you're going to feel some fear, my dude. You're going to feel some terror in that heart of yours. I'm going to swap that over to berries for a minute. We've got a big berry surplus right now. So I don't have a problem moving berries around. We're selling enough fish as it stands anyways, and so throwing some berries on there so that people got something extra that they can eat from. Villagers are lacking foodles right now. Oodles and oodles of foodles, unfortunately. So wheat farm's done. I need to assign a crop field. So let's put some villagers on it. I don't remember how I put the field down. There's a way to put the field down, and I don't remember where I put the field down. I think you use the painting tool. I think that's what it is. Yeah. I don't need that to be that large. But like, I think that'll do right there. That looks good to me. That might be a bit much. We may be kind of overdoing it on the farming front right now. But that wheat field looks alright. I'm just trying to get some bread up and running so that like people have more food available. 6 villagers are lacking the foodles. Yeah, I think what happened right there is that when I swapped this out, it moved a bunch of the fish out and a bunch of people were assigned to go grab fish from that stall. And then when I reassigned it, it got us into trouble. Man, they really prefer berries to fish, don't they? They like kind of like surprisingly prefer berries to fish. That sort of blows my mind, but then again, berries are kind of delicious, so I don't blame them. How many villagers do I have that are unemployed too? Alright, that's easy peasy. I will also drop another well over here, I think, so that they have free and readily accessible water on the property. We have plenty of stuff for the king. Let's work on the clergy for a little bit. I believe that I have the 30 berries. I think. On my trade, what is the trade for berries? Yeah, sell when you have an excess of like... Let's keep this stocked a little higher. I don't think I ever truly like adjusted that to make sure that we don't run into problems. There's no farm field zones. There's absolutely a farm field zone. We're also building that well right there. And they haven't brought in a harvest yet, but we'll have to watch that and wait and see what that's worth. Good. The global happiness seems to be about perfect right now. People seem to be pretty happy. They don't understand that we're kind of like in the middle of a crushing... We're in the middle of a very, very crushing financial deficit right now. But, you know, hopefully I can keep people happy. Hopefully I can keep people the happies. I would love to sell off some more clothing, but I just don't think anybody's going for it right now. It looks like our bread has rapidly sold out. That's okay, though, because we should be bringing in a harvest, like, really soon. And I think it's going to be okay. We just got to kind of stay the course at the moment. Like, we're not, like, bleeding money super hard, but we are bleeding a little bit of cash. I think another military campaign would help out tremendously if we can get one of those. How long does it take for these fields to come in, out of curiosity? Well, there's our bakery, and there's our bakers. So now we're producing bread. For the first time in our nation's history, we are able to make fluffy, beautiful, tasty sweet rolls. Who doesn't love a sweet roll, man? I love sweet rolls. Sweet rolls are the best. You ever had, like, rotisserie chicken on a sweet roll with, like, mayo, mustard, a little bit of cheese up on there, maybe some onion, a little bit of lettuce, some salt and pepper, like, woof. That's a sandwich right there. That's a sandwich right there, I do declare. People appear to be pretty happy. We are now in the process of bringing in grainses. hopefully it's enough grain for us to actually do what we want to do. What's the conversion rate? So 1 grain becomes 1 flour, and then over here, 2 flour and 2 water become 1 bread. Okay. I think that's doable. It's not like a perfect situation, but it looks alright to me. I would like to bring in some more berries. I'll be honest. Some more berries would be great. What's this going to cost me? 500 bucks? Yeah, I want those berries as the part. I'm going to get a couple more berry gatherers out here just to make sure that we stay stocked up on berries for a little while. My hope is that we can ride this bread for a little bit until we get our next trade line to the people that actually specifically want fish. Although our fish supply is kind of going down too. Interesting. Okay. We may have to do something about that. We may have to do something about that. I think I want that to be like right here. Yeah, just sort of mash those out on that side. I want more fish. When this trade line goes up, we're going to need fish. And so, like, I need my fish supply to be absolutely beefy right now. Especially since we're running out of fish at the moment. Like, our fish supply is dropping. We had, like, 450 just a minute ago. And now we were down to, like, 250 just a second. So, if we're going to be selling a surplus of fish, unfortunately, we're going to need to have those fish in the first place. So, let's get some fishy bits up inside of here. These only cost wood, so that's not too bad. I'm going to wait for my wood stockpile to go up, and then we're going to consider strongly the bridge that goes across to our Narnian lands over on this side. 2 more villagers joining up. Alright. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be like Banished, where at a certain point we're going to hit like a critical mass, and everything's going to fall apart, and everyone's going to hate us. So we have 30 commoners and 34 serfs. We can turn off immigration if we really wanted to. That would have been nice to know a while back. I had no idea that you could actually disable immigration. We're sitting on 24 bread right now. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Because that'll allow us to sell off some clothing, I think, from our warehouse. So we've got, like, berries. We've got clothing. We've got fish. So that's another revenue stream that we just brought in, hopefully. Fishermen's huts are looking good. Damn, dude. This is turning into, like, quite the little city out here. This is turning into quite the little city. Alright, so take berries off of there for right now. Let's go ahead and put in bread rolls. As far as luxuries go, I sell herbs, but, I mean, all I really have is wine right now, so I don't think I have vineyards or anything else of the sort. 30 grain, a little bit of flour coming through. Looks good to me. So we should start stacking on some serious money once people start coming through and buying our shirts, I think. Now that we've produced those. I don't know how I distribute shirts to my commoners. Do I have a commoner around here? So this dude wants goods. So I've got a food vendor. I don't have a goods vendor over here. Well, maybe I should have a goods vendor then. Yeah, we'll put that in right there. So that we have a goods vendor as well, so that we can distribute some of our clothing to our people. That'll also be yet another revenue stream, because they'll be buying the clothing from us, the king of clothing. Have you the need for camisetas? Well, then I am your king. How are we doing over here? Are we the kind of people that just do like half of a job then quit? I'm starting to get the feeling that that might be the kind of person that we are. There we go. Sell some shirts over here. See if we can make at least a little bit of money. We do have cash coming in that way. We've got more people coming on in right now. We are selling fish like crazy, which is great. Hopefully the fish numbers stay stable. Or even better, if they go up, that would be much more amicable. But we should allow people to upgrade now from commoners on into, like, I think the gentry or something like that. Once they're able to buy clothing and things of that nature. I don't think I have any market tenders on that one, so I'm going to assign somebody to it so that we have somebody running around doing what they need to do over here. Yep, 4 people for 4 stalls, correct? There's our 40 shirts. Hopefully somebody will come by and buy them. I just want to watch and see. Yeah, there it is. We sold 2 shirts right there. Hells to the yeah, boy. A house is upgrading. Which house is upgrading? Oh, look at that. Yeah. Sweet. Good. They're actually like living inside of real houses now instead of like mud daub huts. Good. This pleases me. This pleases me. I'm going to buy that territory right there. If only for the simple reason that I want a couple more gathering huts out here. And like, they can live where they're going to live. That's cool. But it looks like we've actually transferred into some kind of like new time period. Like, we're no longer living in these little trash huts over here. People are living in, like, nice houses. So, Claude is a commoner. Claude would like to have upgraded food. So, bread and fish. I don't know why that's... Oh, it's because it's bread right there. Hey, we've got a new person, a citizen. Hell yeah. Okay, so we've reached a new status of citizen. Unlike the rest of these guys who are just shitizens. But everybody else is a citizen. There we go. And there we go. A few more people added on in over here. For extraction-wise, we'll probably just boop. Put that little extraction zone right there. Boop. Just make it happen. And we have another berry supply. And actually getting those shirts selling has made our finances, like, blow up. Our finances are exploding right now, which is exactly what I like to see. I would like to build the bridge across this way. But it seems like they're really gonna... I'll be honest with you. It seems like they're gonna challenge me on that front. Start the construction. Like, I'm okay with it. Like, bring everything you can over here. And then I think it may be time for us to expand out our lumber mill industry. So we have a lumber mill right there. I'm actually of the opinion that I might be able to fit another one on that side right there. So go ahead and do that. Hopefully that'll make a little bit of a dent in the wood that we need to produce. Over here, it looks like we basically have an endless forest that's also extending down into the water somehow. I think our forester might be a little bit too good at his job. He's figured out a way to make evergreens grow underwater. He might be a little bit too good. I told him that I wanted him to grow hydroponic, but he apparently was not down with that. Oh, apparently I failed that quest, but it didn't stay up right there. We need to choose who we want to help. The Clergy. My quest window is no longer opened. Where is my quest window hiding? There it is. Done. Finish that off nice and easy peasy. I thought we already did that quest because for whatever reason we have 5 bread that needs to go out to the Clergy in 14 days. Okay. Put berries right there for a second. So we start to stockpile a little bit of bread. And I need bread to be put inside the warehouse. I actually wish that the warehouse system be streamlined a little bit. That's the one thing I don't like is how you have to like position all your goods inside of each of these things. It makes sense for the market, but for the warehouse, it's a bummer that if I have like 25 bread, I can't just like take that from my general stock and give it to the church. Like it has to go into the warehouse first, and then I can give it to the church because it creates like these weird little bottlenecks in your production. And maybe that's the actual intended goal is for it to do that. I don't know. Well, there you go. Do your thing. I don't have a whole lot of faith that this is going to work, but... Like, the bridge has to get done. That's the thing, is that, like, we have to finish this. Like, if we run into a stopgap right there trying to get that done, we're really gonna, like, suffer for it. Where's all the bread going? First off. Well, y'all should not be selling bread right now. Are you guys trading bread at the moment? Oh my god. Yeah, get rid of... Stop trading our bread. We have 9 days before the Pope becomes extra strength mad at us. I'm not trying to have a pissed off Pope right now, okay? It's not what I want to do with my life. Pissed off Pope is not in the realm of things that I want to accomplish. What else can I sell over here? So we're already selling clothing. Is there anything that I have like a massive surplus of? Sell bolts of cloth. That's an option. Eh. Yep, sell until the inventory... If our general inventory on cloth is above like 60, that's when I'd say you could probably unload cloth without too many constraints, concerns, or other problems. It looks like we're having trouble keeping up with the production of... Yeah, we are. We're having trouble keeping up with the production of flour. I'm going to drop another windmill over there, just to make sure that it gets done. We'll assign a few more people to it, because we're starting, if you look right there, we're starting to build up a very, very real amount of grain, and that grain is not being processed rapidly enough into flour. And so I think having another mill or so probably help out. Just got to identify like these little issues in our production line. These little tiny issues in our production line. 6 villagers are lacking food. Have they considered just not being starving peasants? It's a valid and fair question. I'm going to go ahead and kill immigration until I feel like we've got a handle on our food situation. Like, nobody's starving to death or anything like that right now. That's not a fundamental concern. But I would very much like it. Yeah, I would just like it if we weren't in such like a stage of flux right now, as far as things that are happening. I also never assigned anybody over here. How many extra villagers do I have? Plenty. Plenty for the projects that I'm trying to undertake. So we'll get that done right there. These guys are replanting this field on this side. We'll open up immigration again once I feel like we're producing bread and we're actually like maintaining a surplus of bread after the fact. We're also running out of fish right now, strangely enough. We are running out of fish. And that's because I never assigned fishermen to any of these. Like the giant idiot that I am. Okay, well, that took us a little bit closer to the precipice than I would have liked. Funsies. Funsies. At least I caught it. That's all that matters, is that I caught it, okay? We still caught it. But when that place goes up, yeah, I'm not going to have a choice. I got to have immigration coming in right now. I don't have a choice. We're going to have them out here. They are slowly accumulating the materials required to get that bridge done. So I'm kind of in like a death race right now. Unfortunately. What are they missing over here? 10 planks. I think because this is closer... I'm going to tell them to prioritize that for a minute and stop bringing stuff over here. Hopefully, someone will bring the planks over to this side now that I've prioritized it. Because we definitely need that to get done, like, right this second. We also have loads and loads and loads of wool we might consider if any of our trade lines, they're buying wool. Swap that over to wool. With wool, sell it when we have more than 50-ish. Sounds all right to me. Yeah, bring the wool over. We gotta sell something. We gotta move some product. So we are selling bread over here. We are selling fish over here. I do think that we could do with another food stall that sells berries. I don't know if I'll have anybody else to tend that bench right now, but I think it is something that we could sort of passively move towards. The windmill site is almost done, and then I think we should be in a much better position. 2 new villagers are joining up just in time. Exactly what I had hoped would happen. We should start to get some fish back, too. It looks like our fish supply is slowly creeping back upwards, which is great. Happy to hear that. Have the new villagers not gotten here yet? Is that why it won't let them assign? Frankly, I've got such a large military right now that I could probably fold some of those back into Gen Pop, too. Yeah. I don't think it's... Hey, why is this not... Hey. There we go. Yeah, reassign some of the soldiers to be bakers, swords into plowshares and all that. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Foundation, where our city is kind of growing up, man. We've got kind of like a big boy city going now. I'm a little bit proud of it. It's looking pretty good. Hi, dude. Take care. It was a pleasure having you all here, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.